I decided to come to the school because I'm really interested in instrumentation, and I thought it would be a really great way to kind of give myself a basic grounding in a whole lot of concepts in instrumentation before I kind of take the leap from doing a fully research career into a research and instrumentation career.
I decided to come to the summer school because I have an interest in instrumentation. I didn't have a chance to explore much of instrumentation during my undergrad, and so I thought that this would be a good opportunity for me to see if I like instrumentation.
The labs have been really instructional. Often it's hard to sort of get yourself in to play around with a lot of these things, but with the facilities here and the software available, we've been able to have a go at designing lenses, we've been able to have a go at building our own simple dipole.
The Dunlap Institute gave us a really good opportunity to start from scratch and do the experiments and do the labs from almost like 0 point to like 100% point.
One thing I liked about the labs was I actually had to tackle the issues that I would face if I was actually building an instrument. So it wasn't like it's a theoretical thing, it was like I was actually building a lens in the optical lab, or I was actually trying to get a signal from an antenna.
I was very excited when we detected X-ray photons in the lab using a sample of iron 55, and I also enjoyed the wave front sensor lab. It made me understand how much astronomers put into designing instruments that can correct for astronomical fluctuations.
In the lectures, I liked how it went through a lot of theory about how these instruments work. For me, I use instruments in my research, but I don't know exactly how they work. I just know that they give me the data I need. Getting to know the theory from these instruments was really interesting to me, and kind of learning why we use the instruments we use was really interesting.
The lectures were really useful as well, I believe, especially because the speakers were from both the University of Toronto and other places in the world. So that just gave us a really broad idea about like different fields, because pretty much all of the speakers were the world leaders in that field.
The student group here is really great. Everyone here is really enthusiastic, and we're all here to learn, and there are people from everywhere, which has been really great to see just how broad astronomy is around the world.
So I really enjoyed meeting people from all around the world who do astronomy, because I didn't realize how international astronomy was. I mostly work in the US. I meet US astronomers, and I don't see a lot of, for example, African astronomers in the US. And so just kind of hearing about the developments in astronomy around the world from the people I met, that was really fascinating to me. If you're a student interested in astronomical instrumentation, I'll definitely encourage you to go to the Dunlap School. I mean, maybe you don't know what kinds of instrumentation you like. I mean, there's so many different kinds, and you can get in exposure to so many different kinds of instrumentation.
If you want to study astronomy, I think it is very important to see and learn at least once how the data are obtained and how the instrumentations are built up, and how real observational astronomers work and think about instrumentation.
It was a very wonderful experience for me, and I highly recommend this school to anyone who is passionate about astronomy and interested in astronomical instrumentation.